Do you know someone at risk of suicide or violence against others who has access to a firearm? Gun violence takes the lives of over 800 Coloradans every year, and the vast majority of these gun deaths are suicides. In Colorado, you have a tool to help a loved one from harming themselves or others. An Extreme Risk Protection Order law, also known as ERPO, was created to temporarily prevent someone at risk of harm from buying or having access to guns. Family or household members, in addition to law enforcement, can request an ERPO. If the threat of violence requires immediate attention, you can request a temporary ERPO that is considered the day that it is filed. If granted, the temporary ERPO will last up to 2 weeks ahead of a full hearing for a final order that is in effect for up to 364 days. Depending on the immediate level of risk, you can file directly for a final ERPO. This process would require a hearing, at which both parties may participate. How do I use it? You can go to the district or county court where your loved one resides and file a petition. They will then be informed and given a copy of the petition. A hearing with a judge will determine if your loved one is at high risk and should have the ERPO take effect. If an ERPO is issued, firearms must be surrendered to law enforcement or sold to a federally licensed firearm dealer, putting time and space between an at-risk individual and a firearm. An ERPO can be renewed after 1 year if the risk of violence remains. Once the order expires, the firearms are returned. Why should I use this tool? If you know someone who is at risk of harming themselves or others and has access to a firearm, an ERPO can be a life-saving resource. ERPOs have been used in efforts to prevent mass shootings, suicides, and domestic violence. ERPOs are a proactive way to prevent unnecessary harm. Interested in learning more? Visit americanhealth.jhu.edu/implement-ERPO for a step-by-step guide on how to use this tool. Together, we can prevent gun violence. We are not providing legal advice. Every factual situation is unique, and if an individual wants legal advice specific to their particular circumstances, they should consult knowledgeable counsel.